Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So it's looking like Bitcoin is stalling out a little bit, guys. I've got Bitcoin up here on the daily, and today is Sunday, May the 5th, and Bitcoin, although we did see Bitcoin strain to make its way up, it is now stalling in and around $63,800 per coin. So, zooming out, we are still looking like Bitcoin is making lower lows. Let's hope it keeps going up from here. Let's hope it breaks this trend line, guys. Eventually it will. I mean, it might take some time. It might not happen quite yet. And we have to be cautiously optimistic here. I'm going to throw Bitcoin on the hourly for you guys. The hourly picture looks a lot better here. So let me get rid of that trend line. And as you guys can see over the hourly, since about Wednesday, Bitcoin has been climbing. Actually, Wednesday or Thursday of this past week, Bitcoin has been climbing. So now it's about getting out of this range in here, right? $64,000. We do have to get up above this level in here. And then the next level to break would be 67,200 roughly before we continue making our way up. So first level to break in and around here is, of course, 64,400. And we're not too far off that. We're at 63,700. And then the next level, guys, next level up would be 67,000. But again, this might take some time. We have just been pretty much trading sideways, just chopping sideways pretty much for Bitcoin over the last, since about early March. So the halving happened. We did not see anything too spectacular. Well, I don't think anybody was expecting that if you've been researching previous halvings. We did get up above these low levels, which I think is good. We did find significant support down in and around here at $56,000. So guys, now we're back up. The rest of the crypto market is feeling, a bit of a mix. Sentiment is going up, even though we are seeing some of the altcoins taking a bit of a breather and even going down somewhat. XRP is down a little bit, 1.2% over the last 24 hours. And even though Bitcoin has been having a pretty good few days in a row, now we're seeing Bitcoin decline a little bit, 0.35% in the last 24 hours. And as you guys can see, there is a mix of green and red here on the chart. Some altcoins still doing fairly well. Ultimately, though, it is Bitcoin that is setting the pace of the market. As you guys can see here, the XRP trend just, pretty much following Bitcoin at this moment in time. XRP right now trading for about 52.8, so 0.528 per coin. Let me just zoom out here on XRP. Haven't done this for a while. Taking a look at the trend. XRP still struggling here to make its way up above this trend line. So, I mean, if we do see another cataclysmic move to the downside for Bitcoin, this is definitely not going to look good, I think, in that case, unless XRP does hold its own. However, a lot of pundits are already saying that Bitcoin has seen the worst of it now, and we might just chop sideways before that next move up. So, gonna keep an eye on that for sure. Guys, the Bitcoin therapist did post this. Now, he doesn't know, accurate or not, this is an amazing animation. So, I would love to think this animation is accurate. I'd love to think that, if you're going to put this much time in an animation, that it would in fact be accurate here. I'm going to turn the volume off because there's music here. I just wanted to kind of play this through and show you guys, okay, and I'm just going to pause it as I talk about it. So Bitcoin power law time contours, you guys can see this is the Bitcoin chart, and that is the log price scale and the log time scale. Then you guys can see if you draw a straight line through there, that is the power law of support. And there's actually an equation that goes along with this. So that is since the first day of Genesis. Now, bringing it back, you guys can see, and I'm sure you guys have seen animations like this in the past where you've seen that curve. So that is just taking into account that log scale. And the Bitcoin price has generally followed that since 2012 and before that. Now, guys, zooming into 2024, take a look at this. Look at what they're predicting here. Okay, Bitcoin possibly at the high could go up to $171,600 per BTC. So we are nowhere near that yet. And again, if you guys want to see what I'm trading this time around, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. This is part of what I'm going to be looking at, a fraction of what I'm going to be looking at when it comes to final price targets for not just Bitcoin, but all my legacy coins, including my XRP and my other cryptocurrencies, including the $15,000 plus portfolio that I'm trading over there on BITRUE at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. So at the high end, guys, we're looking at $171,000 per BTC. And so that is just, I guess that's going to be coming in and around 2025. I mean, we've taken a look at some of these time models too, but take a look at this, guys, moving on into the future, 2031 and 2036. is when they're projecting that Bitcoin is going to reach $1 million per coin. So $1 million by the mid-2030s, probably a good time to kind of, sit and hodl maybe one full Bitcoin. Up until then, you have $1 million. At least that is how the theory goes. So wanted to thank the Bitcoin therapist here, and he does give credit to APSK32. That is the guy who created this, apparently. So wanted to thank both of them guys. And maybe some of you youngins are hoping that the baby boomers are going to help fund your retirement. $2 to $3 trillion wealth transfer happening this year as the largest move of assets in world history. This courtesy of Michael Branch here. This was an assessment made by Ernst & Young. Okay, they're one of the big four accounting firms. And this just explains just the sheer quantity of money, of wealth, of assets that's going to be moved from the baby boomers to their families to continue until the dawn of a new decade. So here's a quote. It can be estimated that $2 to $3 trillion will be inherited from wealthy donors during 2024 in many markets. Tens or even hundreds of billions of dollars will change hands this year. In 2023, more billionaires were created by inheritance than by entrepreneurship. So that is an interesting statistic there. The inheritance of baby boomers' wealth is not only the largest transfer of assets in the world history, but it will also have a transformative effect on females and the next generation of inheritors. Wealth donors will pass a staggering $18 trillion US, roughly equivalent to the annual GDP of China, to beneficiaries by the year 2030. So they're looking outward for the next 6 years here. The firm's $18 trillion wealth fund is significantly lower than estimates released by other firms. Real estate consultancy firm Knight Frank believes baby boomers will pass down $90 trillion to millennials in the next 2 decades, while others estimate that that number to be between $53 trillion and $84 trillion. So the reason I bring this up, guys, is, it's all connected. Governments around the world seems like they, Western governments, let's be honest here, seems like they are taxing us and want to keep taxing us more and more. And it's because it's all a moving machine, guys. They don't want to get us rich. How many times have I said this on this channel? They do not want to see us get rich. They want to keep a very tight control on our wealth and what we do. So they're trying to tax us in every way, shape, or form that they possibly can in order to clamp down on this. And so this also coincides with cryptocurrency, why we're seeing so much regulation now, because investors have been historically making a lot of money on their crypto trades in the past, and it wasn't a regulated market. So they see that opportunity for us, and they are trying to choke that down as well. So this just all part and parcel to kind of the bigger picture. I wanted to thank Michael for pointing that out. Now, on top of that, can you imagine that $7.4 trillion, yeah, that's trillion with a T, has been hidden from us by JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, and Citibank. This courtesy of ISO 20022, let's do it on Twitter. So this is just the headline here. JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, and Citibank holding $7.4 trillion off balance sheet in potentially dangerous cocktail of unknown assets. So trillions of dollars in unknown and potentially risky assets are off their balance sheets. JP Morgan Chase holds $3.2 trillion off balance. Bank of America holds $1.6, and Citibank holds $2.6 trillion. So, just to kind of show you guys, there is money there. And, it does have to be moved at some point, right, over the next decade or so. And so how is that going to move? Well, through technologies like distributed ledger technology. Now, here's a partnership a few months old now, but just kind of to give you an example of that, Visa extends the PaySend alliance for the next 5 years. So from 2023, looking into 2028. And, again, just another example of why these companies are doing this. Now, this is an interesting example because both Visa and PaySend are Ripple partners. So it would make sense for, these two companies to merge together to help move the world's wealth. This move is expected to help PaySend's clients globally to send payments to eligible Visa cards in real time across 170 countries and territories. So wanting to move payments in real time, that is I think the key there. The latest deal is also expected to enhance the existing relationship between Visa Cross-Border Solutions part and Currency Cloud and PaySend. So Currency Cloud, guys, a third Ripple partner in this mix. So I just wanted to show you guys this. I know it's an older article, but I just wanted to show you guys this as a bit of an example here of where these Ripple partners are coming together. Another piece of Ripple partner news that is, more recent from just the other day, Flutterwave is now supporting Travel Wings for a better travel experience. So with an extensive reach across the world now, Travel Wings is well positioned to enhance travel experiences for millions of Nigerians traveling for for business, education, and pleasure. This is happening in Africa, obviously, and Ripple partner Flutterwave is helping to make this happen. Okay, so Travel Wings here has over 25 years of experience in travel and hospitality and has created the finest travel experiences for about 1 million happy customers globally. Of course, during the pandemic, it took a hit, but Travel Wings has set itself apart from other online travel agencies worldwide. So now they want to leverage Flutterwave in choosing its efficient, comprehensive payment solutions for enterprise businesses of all sizes and industries. Here they're saying Travel Wings is well positioned to serve its new and existing customers in Nigeria with a seamless travel experience. Furthermore, Travel Wings can now leverage Flutterwave's multiple payment methods, such as cards, bank transfers, and mobile money, powered by Flutterwave. So travel companies merging with payment companies, it makes sense considering too, you got to think travel companies, well, they're in the business of worldwide travel. You're not going to just travel domestically. I guess there are some companies that do that, but when you're looking at the big money, it's international travel. And what goes along with international travel? International payments. So it makes sense for a lot of these companies to merge with a company that deals in payments, in this case, Ripple partner company Flutterwave, in order to facilitate these types of payments for their traveling clients through Travel Wings. So some interesting news here, guys, coming out of Africa. And of course, the XRP Las Vegas is, wrapping up today. Michael Arrington did say, a fun trip to Las Vegas for XRP Las Vegas and Digital Chamber of Commerce. Finally got to meet the legend, John Deaton, and was just generally Brad Garlinghouse's sidekick for the weekend. Now, it's interesting, Wrath of Kahneman did post this. Arrington posting a lot of Ripple/Brad press from the Las Vegas weekend. It is interesting that Michael Arrington decided to post all this Ripple-related stuff on stage with Brad Garlinghouse in Las Vegas shortly for XRP Las Vegas and the Digital Chamber of Commerce. As always, when I interview Brad, I'm wearing my XRP Army Brad Garlinghouse socks. So I don't know why I guess he's there. I guess he does it for press for some reason. We know Arrington Capital, Michael Arrington's company, is closely invested in, well, is it Ripple or XRP? Archer here bringing this up. Arrington Capital is a very strange thing. Claims to be XRP focused fund, but has zero stake in the XRP ledger and totally ignores any forms of their official communication channels. So I did not know that, but some interesting insight here. Considering though, maybe Michael Arrington is invested in the company Ripple. I don't know. Is there an official source on that? I feel like he is. I feel like at some point there was some kind of connection to Michael Arrington and Ripple. Please do put it down in the comment section if you do know. But anyway, just wanted to thank the Wrath of Kahneman for bringing that up. And also to Archer down here, of course, another great observation that I think should be known. Want to keep moving along, guys, because I also noticed this, Bank XRP posting this. Elon Musk has hit 589 people who he is following. Is it a coincidence? Well, Fojack here also noticing the same. So Elon Musk has 589 followers, as does Brad Garlinghouse. And Mr. Poole has posted about coincidences in the past from 2021. Coincidence? Not only that, he also posted this from earlier in 2021. There is no coincidence, only the illusion of coincidence. So we've got Brad Garlinghouse of XRP and Elon Musk of X. And there have been murmurings in the past that Elon Musk has in fact, or is in fact, actively looking at leveraging XRP for payments on the X platform. If you guys didn't catch the most recent video I did about that, I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. Just thought that this was another interesting connection here that I thought I had to bring up. Elon Musk, no stranger to economics. He is the world's richest person. This one courtesy of Ian Binns here. Elon has just issued a major warning, US dollar warning, specifically as the BRICS alliance has worked to diminish international reliance on the currency. The world's richest person has issued a major warning regarding the US dollar. Indeed, none other than X, formerly Twitter owner Elon Musk, has expressed his concerns regarding the greenback in an exchange on social media. Musk noted his growing worry about the U.S. currency amid current factors. Specifically, the Tesla CEO discussed the increasing national debt that could have the U.S. economy headed towards an impending crisis. So he has come out too and mentioned this. There is no denying the fragility of the U.S. economy. The Federal Reserve has sought to fend off inflation with a 2-year interest rate hike. Moreover, the central bank has yet to reverse course as it has kept rates steady after its tightening campaign. But specifically, Elon Musk recently expressed his concern about the eventual value of the greenback amid these struggles. In an X post, he did say that action needs to be taken about our national debt or the dollar will be worth Nothing. So yeah, he was responding here to Mario Nafal's tweet recently. That was just from a couple of days ago. In his post, Musk referred to the steadily increasing debt of the U.S., which did surpass $34 trillion this past year. Moreover, there are heavy concerns that inaction to address its growth will only lead to a crisis further down the line. So another word of warning, I guess, here from the ex-CEO Elon Musk. I mean, at the beginning, we were wondering why Ripple was creating a stablecoin, but now, I mean, it kind of makes sense. XRP is going to be used for cross-border payments, and now, guys, we actually have insight as to why Ripple did decide to create a stablecoin. David Schwartz did come out at XRP Las Vegas just yesterday, explaining the reason why. This clip, courtesy of Good Morning Crypto here. Listen to this.
You know, once we started talking to partners and everything, it was going to get out one way or another, so we figured we might as well tell everybody. So one of the things that we noticed is that stable coins are integral to DeFi. They are a piece along with cryptocurrencies, along with distributed ledgers. These are all different components that solve different problems and that work better together than alone. One of the things that I've discovered is that there's a lot of different problems that people have that require different solutions. XRP is not going to solve every problem in the cryptocurrency space. The XRP ledger is not going to solve every problem in the cryptocurrency space. That's not how it's going to work. That's not how it worked in the internet space, right? There's no one company, product, or service that is the internet. What makes the internet so great is that there's a wide variety of solutions that appeal to a wide variety of people. And because of that, if you're launching a new product or service and you launch it on the internet, you have a target market of people who have home internet access, who have smartphones. They're internet consumers. And what we need is we need an ecosystem of blockchain cryptocurrency consumers, people who have access to this diverse ecosystem of products and services. Where a stablecoin is particularly important is where the volatility of a digital asset is a minus. There are a lot of applications where the volatility of a digital asset either doesn't matter very much or where it's a plus. Obviously, if you're holding XRP or any other digital asset for speculative value, volatility is fine. If you're a trader, volatility is fine. If you're an exchange, volatility is fine. And even in many payment applications, volatility is not a problem. But there are some applications, particularly in applications that are tightly regulated, where using a digital asset directly for the application is not possible, or at least not possible today. And if we limit ourselves to just the technologies that we most want other people to use, other people are going to have terrible experiences. Would I love for everybody to use XRP for every payment? That would be wonderful. But if I tell you if you don't use XRP for every payment, there's nothing for you here, nobody would be in this room, would be completely empty. And so the stablecoin is critical in regulated environments. In many cases where a digital asset can't be used directly as a sort of intermediary asset. There's cases where if it's cross jurisdiction, where a digital asset is better. And so what we also discovered that there's a lack of good stablecoins on the XRP ledger. I don't want to criticize. I don't mean that there are no good stablecoins on the XRP ledger. There are stablecoins on the XRP ledger. But there isn't sort of one that's kind of grabbed the kind of attention that I think that you need to get that kind of critical mass. And so we thought that launching a stablecoin made sense, both for some of our institutional customers that can't use digital assets for payments, markets where digital assets don't work well, areas where volatility is highest. So we're going to target those types of use cases.
So straight up, I mean, from the horse's mouth, David Schwartz. The XRP stablecoin was created as almost kind of like this mitigating factor because you're never going to get everybody to use XRP. I mean, a large portion of the industry will use XRP, but we still need a stablecoin because, as David Schwartz does say here, there's no high quality stablecoins yet that have been developed on the XRP ledger. So it does make sense that they did it. Look at that. This tweet has already gotten 58,000.9 views. So there is a reason for it. Also the regulation, right? Because there are regulatory requirements when it comes to these cross-border payments. I feel like Ripple has noticed this, acknowledged it, and has said to themselves, okay, well, we want to get out into the market and we want to continuously be making waves. So I guess we kind of have to just succumb to the circumstances and create a stablecoin. Now, when it comes to the stablecoin's name, David Schwartz was also pressed on that. This one courtesy of Jim Knox here. Listen to this.
David, is there a name for the Ripple stablecoin by chance?
You know what? You're just going to have to call it the Ripple stablecoin for now. I am told that I cannot disclose the name on pain of death until, so come to Apex in Amsterdam, and is it June?
It's next month, which is June.
Oh yeah, okay, so next month, come to Amsterdam, and I think you will be among the first to know maybe we should start some betting pools about what the name is.
Good idea.
So it looks like June, Apex, that is when the name will be released of the stablecoin. So guys, stay tuned. So, I mean, it is interesting. Ripple is in the payments game, and now it seems as though they're trying all kinds of avenues out. If the Ripple stablecoin is just, for a temporary measure, and maybe even just for domestic payments, even for cross-border payments. I mean, let's be real here. Stablecoin regulation is the thing that governments are focused on at the moment. Well, what does that mean for XRP? Well, guys, this just resurfaced here. DJ Peter Vass bringing this to our attention. And the Crypto Basic here just wrote up an article the other day. But what I noticed is Mason here, he retweeted out this XRP liquidity cheat sheet, which it is good, getting us thinking about XRP utility. The original creator, though, of this cheat sheet is somebody named Jay, Team XRP here on Twitter. His handle is 12-year crypto. He posted this originally back about a year ago. Be patient, be informed, be resilient. The daily liquidity needed for cross-border payments set the price of XRP. And so, now that we know that Ripple has created a stablecoin for some portion of payments, I guess, looking at this, we have to it's kind of more relevant now than it was back in 2023, ironically, because if we can understand how much money is going to be going through cross-border payments, well then, according to this sheet at least, we can maybe gauge what the price of XRP could be. So cross-border payments in the trillions, and we got to think trillions per day, right? If I just Google Swift daily payment volume, okay, and we get some figures here. Here, people ask, how many transactions does Swift do in a day? And it looks as though it's about 50 million messages. So that is all just Swift transactions. And we're already looking at daily cross-border payments in the trillions. So if we are to just look at cross-border payments, well, then we'd really have to hit these high targets in order to facilitate that. But guys, let's not forget, it's tokenization. There's so much that's going to be on the XRP ledger, not just payments. So if we even just look at these types of numbers in terms of volume, just XRP volume running on the XRP ledger through tokenization, NFTs, cross-border payments, all the utility, we have to think, how high could this go? Now, you remember the CEO of Archax did say 40 to 50 trillion dollars could be running through, in tokenization specifically, I guess I should clarify, could be running through the XRP ledger, but he was saying that number would be per year. So, I mean, we kind of have to understand that, this is an ever-evolving thing where, as the liquidity builds, as the demand builds, XRP price is just going to go higher. And so, if we look at these figures at $100 XRP with a price tag of 2 cents per transaction, when we get up to 4 trillion, 6 trillion, 8 trillion, 10 trillion, 20 trillion, there's just not enough supply in the ecosystem to support that. As you can see in red here, the liquidity is insufficient. When we look at the orange, liquidity is questionable. So we really do have to get to something like $1,000 per XRP at a minimum, okay, if we are to transact in these types of payments. And this again, guys, is daily transactions. So this is at a point that is well beyond Swift. If we are to look at the 50 million messages per day, this means an ecosystem that is fully rolled out. A $1,000 XRP is definitely in the cards. But guys, it's going to be down the road, probably around the same time we see Bitcoin hit $1 million, because we will have a flushed out crypto ecosystem at that point. 99% of coins in this reality will have gone to the wayside, disappeared, poof, in the blink of an eye, leaving only the utility coins left. So guys, I'm eyeing the 2030s, perhaps when Bitcoin hits $1 million, but that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.